So right here, I have a Polo Sport Ralph Lauren cap with the American flag on it, and it has Ralph Lauren in the back. Now you're probably imagining I spent anywhere from $25 to $50 for this cap, and I probably got it from the Polo store as well. Actually, you're wrong. This cap cost me about $10, and I actually got it right here in Waco at a local thrift store. Today I'm going to explain to you why you should go thrifting and vintage goods shopping. So first of all, let me just tell you some of my favorite items that I found so far. First, we have a graphic tee, which is a Charlotte Hornets logo on it. It's a great shirt. Next, one of my favorites, I have a short sleeve graphic tee, Las Vegas t-shirt. Has a deck of cards on it and poker chips. Another great shirt. A more classic look, I have a yellow and black long sleeve button down Tommy Hilfiger. Got that classic Tommy Hilfiger logo right there. Old school. And last but not least, this is probably my best find so far. Always get compliments on this one right here. Have a long sleeve crew neck, Baylor University Homecoming 1994 edition. Even has a score right there and the date. Great find. So aside from my own collection, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you should highly consider going thrifting. So first, as you can imagine, the items that you find here are far cheaper compared to your normal places such as H&M, Forever 21, Shein, PacSun, all those typical stores. And if you don't believe me, an article I read by Jay Ayers where he discusses Goodwill and its history and thrift stores in general, he concluded that the items that you find at the Goodwill and other thrift stores are 50 to 90% cheaper than the original price. So also, if you're looking for luxury goods, make sure to hit up a thrift store. The items you're going to find there are 50 to 90% cheaper. And second, on a more serious note, an article I read by Erica Pandey, which discusses the rise of thrift stores and why they've become so popular, she touches on the fashion industry's carbon footprint. So, the fashion industry accounts for 10% of the world's carbon footprint. You might not think that's a lot, but in comparison, all international flights and maritime shipping has less of a carbon footprint than the fashion industry. So that's a lot. So, this is why you should consider getting your clothes, footwear, and other accessories secondhand because it reduces the carbon emission from the fashion industry. Third, you're going to want to support your local businesses, of course, especially here in the Waco community. For example, you can stop by the Goodwill or the Red Cross thrift store, find some nice steals there, items, clothes, shoes, whatever you want. And not only are you getting those items for far cheaper compared to other stores like such as H&M, Forever 21, PacSun, all those, you're also helping the community because the money you spend there goes right back into the community. And last but not least, you're going to want to improve your wardrobe and your style. So, as you can tell, the vintage look is really on the rise now. Everyone wants to shoot for that 2000s, 90s, or 80s look. And if you haven't noticed, H&M, Forever 21, those stores, they're trying to get back to that vintage look. But why would you spend $25, $30, $40 for a graphic t-shirt there when you go down to a thrift store and find that exact shirt or even something better for only maybe $5 or $10? So by now you're probably thinking, well, where can I find these stores here in Waco? I'm going to give you 3 places that are great for thrifting. First, we have Central Goods Marketplace off of Franklin Avenue. That place is great. I go there every Friday and I always leave 2 to 3 items and only spend about $20 to $25. That's where I got the Charlotte Hornets graphic tee, the Las Vegas graphic tee, and also the Baylor University crew neck. So that place has jeans, shorts, long sleeves, graphic tees, belts, shoes, literally has everything vintage. And the entire store has vintage goods in it as well. So they have furniture, comic books, neon signs, posters, literally everything, anything and everything you could imagine. They have it there. And it's all vintage. Another great place is Class A Vintage Goods. Class A Vintage Goods is a little bit more pricey. That's where I got the Tommy Hilfiger long sleeve, but it's still a great place. It's going to be far cheaper than other places such as H&M they're on. Last but not least, you have your local Goodwills and American Red Cross thrift stores. Again, great places to find cheap items, and there are several here in Waco, and they're always full of different types of items. So you're always going to leave there with something. So to bring it all in on why this really matters and why you should highly consider going thrifting, as a college student, you want to go out and you want to look good, but face it, fashion now is really expensive. So when you go thrifting, you can get those same items far cheaper and just overall better. Because when you look good, you also feel good. And so next time you're driving down LaSalle and you see the Goodwill store, make sure to stop by. You might end up leaving with a couple items and only spend about $10 to $15.
Sure.